we've been shipping far too many goals, particularly away from home. 4 at Walsall, 3 at Bromley, 2 last night at Barrow, 3 at Salford back in September. I think this is maybe the time just to tighten things up a little bit, be a little bit more pragmatic, be a little bit more solid. Those numbers are unsustainable when you're hemorrhaging goals like that. So, and also as well as we've mentioned before earlier, he's got to protect what he's got now. So if you're having to play every single one of your defenders that you've got available every single game, chances are that you're going to encounter issues further down the line, i.e. injuries, or if someone gets sent off, then they're going to be suspended for the following game. So it may be something he'll look at just to sort of shore up what we actually have now. I think with regards to Sam Finley, it is an illness. So hopefully, if he's not fit for Saturday, then that is likely to be a short-term thing. I think Crosby said he just didn't want him around the group and passing on potentially something contagious to wipe everybody else in the squad out. But yeah, in terms of the other 7, it doesn't sound like there's any imminent returns there. So we'll be going with what we have.
It's mad, isn't it? Like, remember when there was that game at Salford in the league in the COVID season, and Tranmere still had an under-18 side that year. It was the last year they had one, I think. So they had a load of players that they could call upon to come in and play. And I can't remember exactly who played, but names that spring to mind who were involved, at least in the squad, if not playing, are people like Danny Walker-Rice. And it wiped that, similar to what Crosby's trying to avoid with Finley, it wiped out 5 or 6 key players, didn't it? And they were just about able to manage through that day and got a really handy 2-2 draw. If you look at it now, I'm not entirely sure how they do muddle through, because it's not just the weight of players that are unavailable. It's who's unavailable as well. I would make a strong argument that of the players unavailable, 3 are within Tranmere's most important 11. Luke McGee is clearly one of the most crucial players in the squad. Leo Connor is absolutely one of the most important players in the squad. And from the way I've seen results and performances drop off since he has become unavailable, I would argue Christian Dennis sits within the best 11 that they've got in the team as well. So when you wipe that out and then you supplement it with Bristow and Turnbull, and I suppose to a degree with Lowe as well, it really does add to the problem. So the point I'm trying to make, Craig, in a long-winded way, is it's not just the number, it's the who.
Well, it is. And, sparing a midfielder there, you've virtually got the spine of a team with a goalkeeper, your best defender, a goal-scoring striker. Those 3 players were key in Tranmere's survival last season. So once Andy Crosby came in, they were pivotal. And this is where I think there will be an element of sympathy and understanding from the fan base. Not everyone, of course, towards Crosby and the team in regards to results, because I think it will now tamper expectations somewhat, particularly in the next, until we start getting players back, Matt. We've seen some very insipid, disappointing performances at home in particular since the back end of August. And, that game against Cambridge, I wasn't there, but from what I gather, it was pretty awful. So, but also as well, it shouldn't excuse players. The goals we have conceded in recent weeks have been very, very poor. Individuals not picking up a marker from a set play, or poor decision making in our own box. So, yes, I think it will. On one side, I'm saying people will be understanding to the situation, but I don't think it should give players a free pass if we start making mistakes. But it's the spine of a team almost, isn't it? Luke McGee's one of the best goalkeepers in the division. Leo Connor, one of the best defenders. Christian Dennis, mid-30s now, but he has got an eye for a goal, as we saw towards the end of last season. That's a big, big loss for us. So, we haven't had much luck in that sense, have we, so far? Unfortunately.